Hello, welcome back, Monero fam. I am Matt.
I'm Chill.
And we are the two founders of the Open Economy Initiative, where our mission is to promote crypto commerce through education. And if this is your very first video that you're tuning into from us, give you a little context there. This is actually a series that we're doing, or part of episode number 2 in a series that we're doing called Private Parts. And it's all about putting together the privacy puzzle. Our first episode had to do with installing OpenWRT onto your router, which is just an open source piece of software that replaces the manufacturer's firmware on your router. Today, we're going to be talking about how to buy a SIM card for your phone privately. Actually, how to get an encrypted SIM card if you want to pay a little bit more and get one of those. And then I'll be doing a demo of putting CalyxOS on your mobile device. And then Chill's going to tell us about a nice workaround for those of you who are lazy and don't want to actually put Cali, go through the manual steps to put Cali on a phone. You just want to get one. So yeah, with that, probably just hop right into it. I need to share my screen, Chill. You're going to tell us how to get a SIM card while preserving our privacy.
Sure, with Monero.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah.
All
a lot
right.
of people send their Monero, and if you need a new SIM card, this is the best way to do it.
Got it. So I'm actually one step ahead of you here, but this is what we want. Operation SIM card. You're going to need literally some Monero and what? A Tutanota email address.
Yes, you need to set up a stealth email address just for the purposes of this operation.
Okay. Is it stealth? I mean, are all Tutanota emails stealth, or is that like an additional option that you can choose?
I just call it stealth email because it's just a one-time email. But I mean, basically, it's just a one-time email.
Okay. There's no yes. You don't have to choose the stealth option. Just make an email at tutanota.com. Got it. Okay. So after you've done that, you've got a little bit of Monero and you've made a new Tutanota email. Next up, what are we doing?
So the overview of what we're going to do, the operation plan. Step 1, you go to coincards.com. Step 2, you purchase an Amazon gift card. Step 3, you go to amazon.com and you create a new account with your one-time stealth email from Tutanota. Step 4, you purchase an At&T prepaid or a Mint Mobile prepaid. Now Matt is using Mint Mobile and he's very happy. I'm using At&T prepaid, and my account literally says first name prepaid, last name customer. So I'm very happy with that.
I did have to give them an address and my name at Mint, but I think I just gave them fake stuff and they never said anything, and my phone still works fine. But I think Mint is going to ask for a little bit more information than At&T probably will. But good, yeah, decent coverage. I think both Chill and I are happy with our choices, but little nuance there for those of you.
And it's a good network too. So then the last one, step 5, you check out with your Amazon gift card that you purchased with Monero on CoinCards, and you can have it shipped to an Amazon hub locker, which is like an Amazon drop-off location near you.
Right. Yep. And if you do this, you're going to very, very massively increase your privacy for setting up a new phone account. Like the advertisers and a lot of the what do I want to say? The people who track you, like Google and Facebook and basically any company that wants to sell your data for revenue, they're going to have a very hard time figuring out who this new person is and adding it, to your already existing profile. Because let's be honest, we all have them. It is important to note, though, that Amazon has kind of changed up a little bit about how they do the gift cards. So on step number 1 there is to go to CoinCards, and CoinCards is just a website that will allow you to buy a bunch of different gift cards with cryptocurrency, and specifically Monero. That's why we like it. But you can use Bitcoin and other currencies if you want. However, when you go to redeem it, the redeeming you Amazon account is required to have a second payment method added, which can be either a credit card or bank account, and a verified address in the United States if you're here. So yeah, if you don't do that, you could potentially have your account suspended, which isn't a huge deal because you just made a new one with Tutanota. But you are going to have to give Amazon some identifying information about who is actually redeeming this gift card. But they're not going to be able to link that to the specific. Amazon won't be able to link that to the specific phone number and SIM card that you're getting because you're buying it prepaid. So law enforcement will be able to find you, but the website tracking, marketing, analytics, and all that crap will not. So just a little caveat in there. And yep, this is tutanota.com. That's what that website looks like. If you go to Amazon, and Chill will put these links down in the comments. Link to buy a prepaid SIM card for AT&T, link to buy a prepaid SIM card for Mint Mobile, and then actually privacy.com, that comes a little bit later. But yeah, these are all the resources that we use to actually purchase that SIM card using our Monero. All right, Chill. What did I cover everything? I'm not missing anything?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Okay, so that was our first operation, getting a SIM card with Monero. Second operation is the undetectable SIM card, which is just getting an encrypted SIM. So do I need to pull the pictures back up?
Sure. I'm so excited about this one.
This one's the encrypted SIM cards. I had no idea about these until you looked them up and sent me some information on them. Really, really cool. That Russian one that, like, when you call someone, you're actually calling their service, and then the call doesn't go through. The call comes from their service, and then they call you back at that number. Something weird like that. So you actually don't make any outbound calls. You just like attempt to, and then the service makes the call for you using your like encrypted SIM card. I don't know exactly how that works, but it seemed pretty cool.
Amazing. If you are either traveling a lot, because it works with all the roaming around the world, and it has unlimited calls anywhere in the world. That's not the first one. The operation is the first one.
The operation is which one?
This Operation Secure SIM. Yeah.
Okay. So all right, so here's our actual first one. So number 1, you're going to need to sign up to privacy.com for a virtual card number. And privacy.com, I think I showed that earlier, but that's just a website where you can link a bank account or a debit card, and then they will give you one-time virtual credit cards. So if you're buying something on a sketchy website, or you're buying something on a website where you don't want them to actually have your real card information, set up an account at privacy.com and use a virtual card that they issue you instead of your actual debit or credit card. Just it doesn't work on every single website. Just some of them are just like, no, this is a virtual credit card, we won't take it. But most places will do it. It's a great way to increase your digital privacy as well. But okay, sorry, Chill, I took that over. All right, so number 1 is sign up to privacy.com. All right. Whoops. There we go.
So this is the operation plan. So you go to privacy.com, you sign up so you can receive a one-time card number. This is just a good way. It's like a buffer, kind of like PayPal, where you don't leave your number, your credit card number on websites for subscription. They cannot charge you, especially those scammy websites where they just want it for 1 month and then you have to pay it for the rest of your life. And then step number 2, you go to securesims.com and you purchase your secure SIM. And what I was telling you guys earlier is, so if you're traveling a lot, this is probably actually, even though it's a more expensive option, it will probably be cheaper because you can connect to any network in any country. Yeah, so it's a complete You're completely anonymous. It's UK's leading encrypted SIM supplier. So it does location encryption. It does auto-generated safe mobile number. This one is really cool, actually. So you know how these days there's a lot of like automatic voice recognition built in with a lot of phone call providers. And what this does is voice substitution. So it changes your voice, so your voice
Oh,
cannot
wow.
be recognized. Yeah, so cool, isn't it?
That's crazy.
I know. And then there's lots of other options as well. So those are not in order.
Well, I saved them in the order I had them.
No worries. So with a regular SIM, you are vulnerable. So you're identifying information about the device, like the international mobile subscriber identity, IMSCI number, is basically available. The metadata about your calls, like which numbers you are dialing and the duration, it's available. They can intercept the content of your text messages, the voice call. They can intercept the data usage, which websites you visited. Well, with
Dang.
this SIM card, you're undetectable, so they don't know your location. None of it is available. It's like you're invisible.
That is awesome. And I want one. Let's go see how much they cost, because I'm curious about that. And okay, yes, the final picture here. Encrypted SIM cards are 100% legal. The secure SIMs is absolutely legal around the world, so you don't have to feel bad about using it. And the service was established to protect user rights, not support illegal actions, although you probably could use it for illegal stuff. Everything that is done through the secure SIM service remains under the full responsibility of a user. So you don't do bad things with it. Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
I mean, like with everything, right?
Yes.
Um,
Right. Well, I mean, I guess, yeah, I think with freedom comes responsibility, right? If I can do whatever I want, I have to be responsible and maybe not do something that would hurt someone else, even though I have the freedom to do it. So I think that's something that a lot of folks in the privacy community don't talk a whole lot about, that I think maybe we should talk more about, is like, when you have all this anonymity, you really kind of have to be a responsible steward of it. Or, if you're using it and exploiting it to do some illegal things, and you kind of ruin it for the rest of us when Congress is like, see, look what you can do with, all this privacy stuff. We got to stop that and keep people from doing it. But anyway, I will get off my soapbox here. Privacy.com. This is the website where you can set up your one-time virtual credit cards that we were talking about earlier. And then the website, securesims.com. Let's hope I spelled that right. And this is not a porn site. Nice. Okay, we're good.
Enter the
Okay. So our SIMs, buy a secure SIM. That's what I want. Holy six. Well, actually, the other ones you showed me were $1,200 or 1,200 euro.
So I
I
want
guess
to
these are
explain this.
okay.
I want
Okay.
to explain this because it looks frightening, but it's actually for 6 months. And so what happens is that you basically prepay $200 a month. Now, obviously, it's a lot more expensive. And if you don't have if you really don't need an encrypted SIM, you can just use the buy a prepaid SIM with
Yeah.
Monero. But this is great if you are actually traveling, because you can, connect to any network around the world. And I think when you start calculating the roaming cost in different countries, that's going to add up pretty quickly. So
Gotcha.
I think it's great because 188 or more countries. Now I want you to please go back to home, because at least if you scroll on the website, then I can show what I wanted to, because there was a picture that wasn't. Okay, so it's more than, obviously it's more than just a SIM card. It's secure calls. Ooh, secure roaming.
Okay, so this was the page that I missed earlier. But basically, these are all the benefits of a private SIM card, or an encrypted SIM card, I should say. Private calls, the regular SIM card, all your calls are encrypted with a simplified algorithm. Secure SIM gives you extra protection by encoding them with the A51 algo, anything that's sent out from your phone. Location is disabled. The randomly generated safe number does not allow tracing the location or the IMEI, which is just an identifying number. That's I don't know, is the IMEI tied to your phone, or I don't know if that's tied to your SIM or if that's tied to your actual device, because there's two different numbers. Voice substitution, Chill talked about that. Basically making it so the voice the automatic like voice detection or identifying you by your voice can't happen. Free roaming, that's a big one, especially when you're traveling. That's probably going to save you quite a bit of money as well. Unlimited calls, I didn't know about that one, but yeah, I guess you can make unlimited location independent calls into the base price for your comfort. So that comes with your SIM card and can't be traced, apparently even by the police, who use the IMSI catchers, which are just like those little mobile things that they drive around, and then it's like a mobile cell tower, but they just read everything that goes through it. That's not going to get you. And they work on literally any type of mobile device, from old Nokia phones to the latest smartphones, iPhones, and Androids, and connect on any network in any country, which is pretty awesome. And then forces encryption to prevent your SIM card from lowering the level of encryption. And then, yeah, again, everything's being encrypted and sent out with that A5-1. So, yeah, you got to pay $600 for 3 months or $1,000 for 6 months for one of these, but it's you get a lot.
600 for 6 months, or 1,000, like depending on what package you purchase. But the Nokia phone is a huge deal, because, for example, if you purchase a Nokia phone, you can't even use it anymore because it's not compatible with most of the networks. They don't support. I think it's because it's 2G or something like that.
Gotcha. So yeah, basically, if you want an encrypted SIM card, you can use one on any phone that you have. So pretty cool. Again, I didn't know anything about these, and so it's yeah, Chill, I gotta thank you for bringing that to my attention, because now I really want one. I'm just like, I'm not sure if I need one and I want to pay $600 for it, but I want
maybe
one.
When we have to pay the unrealized capital gains tax, or if you're self-employed and have a business.
Right. That'll be a nice write-off. Yes, actually, that's a good idea. That's a great idea. Okay. All right. So that is the second operation for the encrypted SIMs. It is now time to do the CalyxOS demo install. So let's do it. All right. It is now time to install CalyxOS onto my Pixel 4a. It's not the 5G version. Actually, Chill and I have the same phone. And I think we're both running graphene right now, but we're going to switch it over to CalyxOS. And this is the demo of how to do that. So let me share my screen here. And the first thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to go to CalyxOS.org, which is the website for CalyxOS. Once you are at CalyxOS.org, you can click up here in the top right, and it'll take you to a page where you can choose your device model. Like I said, I'm on the 4A, the Pixel 4A. So I'm going to click on that one. Obviously, if you're not on that, you would want to select the phone that you have. So I'll click on that. And today I'm on Windows. Normally I'd be on Linux, but for some reason the webcam is crappier on Linux. So we're going to do an install from Windows. And now we get this nice documentation on how to install a CalyxOS onto a Pixel 4a from a Windows computer. And so I think we're just going to follow this little guide down, and there's some terminology for us. The factory image is just a zip file that has the OS on it. Flashing it is just writing that new operating system to the actual flash memory on the mobile phone. Android device, that's my phone. Host computer, that's the computer that I'm using to do this. And then fast boot is a way of flashing a new operating system onto a phone, and you just have to enable it. So the first thing that I'm going to do is prepare my Android device. Okay, so the very first thing that we're going to want to do here is go to settings, about the phone, and then tap the build number 7 times to enable developer options. So I go to the settings, and again, this is on Graphene, not on Android. So hopefully it works the same way. Scroll down here, about phone, and then the build number. Where's that? Build number. Oh, okay, tap on the build number 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, re-enter your PIN. That's great. You guys are going to see the PIN to my phone. Maybe Chill can blur that out. And okay, you're now a developer. I've enabled developer mode. Cool. Enable USB debugging. Okay, so we're going to go into settings again. We're going to go to system, and then we're going to go to advanced, which probably are the same as developer options, I'm going to guess. And USB debugging. All right, where's that at? All right, down at the bottom, USB debugging, debug mode when USB is connected. All right, I will toggle that on, allow this. Yes, I'm going to allow that. And then finally, we need to enable OEM unlocking. So we will go back here. I'm still under system, developer options, and then OEM unlocking. So that's actually, okay, so I've already got that unlocked, but that's just this little toggle here. Please restart the device. Okay, I got to put my PIN in again. And we will enable OEM unlocking. Okay, this step might fail if there's no internet connection. In that case, connect to a Wi-Fi network and remove the SIM card, then try again. Got it. Okay, so my mobile phone at this point is now ready to receive the new CalyxOS operating system that we're going to put on it. However, before we do that, we need to prepare our host computer, which is just my desktop right here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. All right, so the first thing we've got to do is to open this page here to download the Google USB driver. And then we'll put our Android device in fast boot mode. I'm going to open up that tab here. Save the zip file to your host computer. Okay, so go to this page, click here to download the Google USB driver zip file. There we go. I'm going to click on that. I guess I'll zoom in a little bit here so you guys can kind of see what I'm actually doing. Okay, download the Google USB driver, terms and conditions that no one ever reads, use of the SDK, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay, all right, I think that's fine. And we're gonna save this. Okay, all right, I'm done on that page. And then now I need to put my Android device into fast boot mode. So here's how we do that. We power off the Android device, hold the volume down button, so the lower volume button, and then connect a USB cable from the device to the host computer, and then the device should automatically power on into fast boot mode. I guess there's a second method here, but we're going to try and do this this first one. So basically, turn off your phone, hold down the volume button, and then while you're holding down the volume button, plug a USB cable into your computer and into your phone, and then it should power on. That's what we're going for. So back on the main instructional page. The very first thing now that I've downloaded this USB driver is to put my Android device in fast boot mode and connect that device to your computer's USB port, which kind of happens when you put it into fast boot mode. So let's do that right now. Okay, so I have turned off my Android phone and I'm about to turn it back on while holding, actually, I'm sorry, I'm not going to turn it back on. I'm going to hold the down volume button on the Pixel. That's on the right-hand side. I'm going to hold the down volume button. And while I'm holding that, I'm going to actually plug in the USB cable. This is already connected to my computer. So let's hold down the down volume button and plug this guy in. All right, we'll let it sit there. Okay, fast boot mode. So I see on this screen, and I'm sorry I can't really record this for y'all, but basically I have a red triangle with an exclamation mark inside it, and it says fast boot mode. It says the device state is currently locked, and it gives me a bunch of information like the bootloader version, baseband, bunch of other stuff. But I think what you want to see is fast boot mode. That's what we're looking for. I see that here, so I've done it correctly, and I'm ready to go on to the next step. So put your Android device in fast boot mode, did that, connect it to your computer. Yeah, did that, kind of had to do that to actually put it into fast boot mode. On the Windows computer, open the device manager. So I come down here, and actually y'all can't see this bit, but I'm just going to search for device manager. Let's open that up. And let's see here. I got to share this little screen so you guys can see it. Can you see that, Chill? Okay, so I have opened up my device manager and I've gone to other devices right here. I've clicked on Pixel 4a. Now you're going to right click on that, hit update driver, and browse my computer for drivers. So locate and install a driver manually. I'll click on that. Now I get a option to search for drivers in this location. I'm going to hit browse, and I have saved this to my downloads and then the CalyxOS folder. However, when I try to go into this folder and I hit OK, it's not detecting any drivers that are in here. This is because it's a zip file, and you actually have to extract the zip file, which this guide doesn't tell you to do. It says just locate the zip file. For some reason, my Windows computer was not able to detect it. So I actually had to hit cancel here, come and open up the file explorer, go to my downloads, Cali. Here's the drivers that we downloaded earlier up in the first step of this. Download the Google USB driver. That's what this file is here. I'm just going to right click and extract it to this folder. Now we've got a USB driver that's not zipped up. I can close that, come back here, do everything again, right click on Pixel 4a under the device manager window, update the driver, browse my computer for drivers. Now I can see if I go into this CalyxOS folder, I've got the USB drivers R13 for Windows. I'm going to actually hit OK on that. And now I can go to the next step. Would you like to install this device software? Yes, I would like to install it. So I'm going to hit installed. Windows has successfully updated your drivers, and they've finished installing the drivers for this device. Android bootloader interface, which is my phone. Cool. All right, I'm going to close that. I'm going to close the device manager, and let's come back to our little guide here. So let's see, browse, click browse. Okay, so click next to install the driver. We have installed the driver. We're good to go there. So we're actually done with this section. And now we're on to downloading the device flasher. All right.
We're gonna flash it.
Time to flash it. So, okay, so I'm going to click on this. And this is actually just going to start downloading a little device flasher executable. So let's save that. We'll just save it in the CalyxOS folder. Okay, this is an optional step useful for ensuring that you have the correct device flasher executable. Open a terminal on your host computer, change it to the directory where you saved your device flasher, and then run cert util hash file. So if you remember our other video where we checked the checksum of the file that we downloaded to make sure that we hadn't gotten like a malicious version of it, or we just like had a corrupted download, because you really don't want to install a corrupted operating system that just like didn't download correctly onto your phone. Can be a bit of a headache to unbrick that. So I'm going to go through this part again. This is optional, but if you want to make sure that the file you actually downloaded from CalyxOS is the one that they want you to run, this is a good step to do. So really, all you've got to do is down here, if you're on Windows, type in CMD, which is the command prompt app. I don't think you have to run it as an administrator, but whatever. And let's see, we'll make this a little bit bigger. We'll pop it over here onto the right-hand side. And let's see here. So right now, I need to, oh wait, I'm thinking I'm on Linux.
Make it bigger, like last time, you made it full screen.
Oh yeah, I just gotta zoom in here a little bit. So I need to change it to the directory that that I want to be on. Right now I'm under the C drive, Windows System 32. Says here, can I just like CD into downloads? That would be cool. Nope, I can't do that. All right, so let's see here. I need a CD into the correct directory. I cheated a little bit, just looked it up. So we're gonna go there. So now I am in the directory where my where I've saved the device flasher from clicking this link here. So now I can type cert util dash hash the file, and then the name of the file is just device flasher.exe, and then I want to see what the SHA-256 hash of this file is. So I will hit enter, and I get OCDA F47 F1C. And I look down here and I see OCDA F47 F1C97. Yep, that looks the same. The end here is DDA6C. DDA6C. This is the unique digest of the device flasher. If it doesn't match, then you have a corrupted or incorrect file. Since this matches, I know that I have the correct file that is not corrupted. So I'm good to move on to this next step. And that was just verifying the device flasher that they wanted us to download. Next, we need to download the CalyxOS image and save this in the same directory as the device flasher. All right, sounds good. We'll save that. Yep, and then we're in, yep, the CalyxOS file. We'll save that. Do not extract or rename the zip. Simply copy it as is. All right, sounds good. This image will only work for Pixel 4a Sunfish. Okay, any attempt to install this on a different device may brick, which means it will destroy that device. So we don't want to do that. Once downloaded, the next step is to verify the image. This step is optional. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so we're going to do the exact same thing that we did previously. This file is actually still downloading, but why don't I go into downloads and here's device flasher. Okay, Sunfish. This is the file that we're downloading. I'm going to actually just copy this file name because we're going to need that here in a little bit. Once it's done downloading, I come back to my prompt here. And so I'm still in the correct directory here, downloads CalyxOS. I'm still in that same folder. And so I'm just going to type this stuff in ahead of time. So when this download finishes down here, we'll be ready to go. So cert util. So we're using the certificate utility. We're going to do dash hash file. Now I'm just going to paste in that file name, Sunfish Factory 202.10.2100.zip. And then we're going to do a SHA-256 hash of it, and we'll compare it to their signature. Okay, looks like that file has completed downloading. Yep, we're good. So we'll come back here, we'll hit enter. And let's see, we get 6BBA9E, 6BBA9E, okay. And it ends with a 253BE, 253BA. Perfect. This unique digest of the image file. If it doesn't match, you got a corrupted or incorrect file. It matches, so we know we're good. For the highest level of confidence, you can optionally download the signature file and then verify the image signature, which is through PGP. I'm a lot better at doing that on Linux than I am on Windows, so I'm going to actually skip this step. I'm really sorry for you, like truly privacy tech nerds out there. You're probably like yelling at me through your computer screen. I know I deserve it. I'm sorry. We're gonna skip that bit. Probably worthwhile to just have like a PGP explainer video for this private part series down the line. Chill, just throwing that out there. But for now, we're gonna skip that bit. Because I just want to make sure that's not corrupted. I'm fairly sure that it's coming from CalyxOS, but if you wanted to be extra sure, yeah, verify that signature. Okay, run the device flasher. We are now ready to install. The image and the device flasher are in the same directory. Yep, they're in the same folder in here. That's what they mean by that. I'm under downloads. There is my device flasher, and there is Sunfish Factory number 2. All right. We're good to go. Now we can run the device flasher. Oops, I need to go right back to where I just was. Double click on that. And now we get this little command line prompt that comes up, and it's just running the device flasher. Okay, so what's it saying? Connect to a Wi-Fi network and ensure that no SIM cards are installed. Enable developer options on the device. Yep, we did that. Enable USB debugging on the device. Yep, we did that. Enable OEM unlocking on the device. Yep, we did that. Okay, all these things have been done. So now I'm going to hit enter. And it detected Sunfish, blah, blah, blah. That's my device number. And actually, chill, I'm going to need you to blur this out because I really don't want people knowing my device specific identifying number. So please blur out this 1106. Yep. Okay. Hit enter to continue. All right. Unlocking the device. Please use the volume and power keys on the device to unlock the bootloader. So I got to pick up my phone here, and it says, please use the volume and the power keys on the device to unlock the bootloader. Okay. So on the actual device, I'm going to use the volume keys to select a different menu. So right now it says do not unlock the bootloader. If I hit the down volume button, now it says unlock the bootloader. Okay, that is what I want to do. And I'm going to hit the power key to actually lock in that option. So volume keys to change your option, power key to hit enter and select an option. Unlock the bootloader. All right, I hit that. Let's see what happens back here on my desktop. Well, really nothing. I guess we're just waiting. Oh, something happened. Okay. Rebooting into the bootloader. All right, so it looks like it's finished. We'll just let it do its thing here. I'm not going to narrate this because I don't know what's going on.
It's awesome. You're too funny.
Yeah. Like, oh yeah, I'm super hacker. Look at me go. Well, this is me just writing all this in real time. It's like the hacking videos from the 90s.
It's pretty flashy.
All right. So yeah, and on my device itself, it's like showing me a bunch of stuff. Says actually reboot the system now, but it looks like things are happening on my computer, so I don't think I want to reboot the system now. I'm just going to set the phone down and not touch it and just keep an eye on the screen there. On CalyxOS's website, I think they say that it takes about 10 or 15 minutes. That's probably true if you're not like verifying all the checksums and the signatures, or if you do that quite often, then maybe you can do that faster than I can. Yeah, I think I would say 10 or 15 minutes if you've done similar things before. If this is your first time doing it, I would say 30 minutes is probably more likely to do all this. And I mean, just I love open source technology, but just the way that it works, usually when you're implementing it as someone who's not like a power user, you usually have like at least one hiccup in the guide that you kind of have to find a workaround for, or like Google, DuckDuckGo rather, and search for a solution. So, just realize that this stuff doesn't always just go super smoothly the first time you try it. That's kind of part of the open source challenge. You get a lot more access to cooler and better built things, but you kind of have the additional responsibility of learning how to install them and learning how to make them work. Okay, I see something that says finished. Okay, woohoo! I'm getting some instructions here.
Bravo!
All right. I'm hesitating to celebrate, but I think you're correct. I think we've got this. So please use the volume and the power keys on the device to lock the bootloader. Okay, so we unlocked the bootloader to install this new operating system. Now we're going to relock the bootloader so somebody can't come in and put a new piece of put a new operating system on here without having to do all this stuff that we do. So all right, I'm going to hit the volume key down to where it says lock the bootloader. Now I'm going to hit the power key to actually select that option. All right, I've done that. Let's see what it says back on my screen here. And I think we're just waiting for it. All right. Oh, okay. And I think we're done. Okay, yeah, my phone is actually now starting up. So it's booting into
champagne.
It's booting into Kali, and let's see here. Just giving it a sec. All right. It's actually showing me Google. That's weird. All right, now it blinked off. So I guess it's a Google phone because it's a Pixel, so it's going to show the Google logo. I panicked there a little bit, but this is a Pixel. It's literally a Google phone. So that's why their logo showed up. I was like, no, it reverted itself. Okay. Hey, all right. It booted up. It worked. Awesome. I can make an emergency call. I don't have a SIM card in this phone. My Mint one I took out before I did this, but all right, here's CalyxOS. My language, my date, and my time. All right, I'm not going to make you all sit here while I do my initial setup. Wants me to add a Wi-Fi network, but yes, okay, it worked. If you, I don't know if you can see that. Let's see here. It's kind of washed out. It's pretty hard to see. It's asking me to select a Wi-Fi network, but if I hit the home button, what's it doing here? Oh no, I'm just still in the setup. So I'm selecting a network. I don't know. For those of you who are familiar with CalyxOS, you'll be able to see that was a successful install. But yeah, that's the demo of installing CalyxOS. I'm really excited to try it. I had Graphene OS before. I really liked Graphene. I had no problems with it. The only thing was their guy on Twitter is a little bit weird and aggressive. So Chill was like, hey, let's try CalyxOS. And now I'm trying it and I'll have to report back on it. But I've heard a lot of good things. So I'm hoping it'll be cool. And I will enjoy it. So yeah, Chill, any questions about that? Did I make it so that your mom could follow along? That's kind of our criteria.
I think so, yeah. Now
okay.
It's ready to put champagne. And if you don't want to do any of that, even though it's pretty simple, I think, but if you don't want to do any of that, then we can move on to Operation Shut Up and Take My Money. If you want to support the CalyxOS devs and also support the laziness movement by not wanting to do any of this install, then you can actually go to CalyxOS, become a member, and for $600 you get the phone and you pay towards their work and the installation, which is a pretty decent price. Actually, if you want to have it pre-installed anywhere, it will cost you around $600 because the phone is like 300, right? So
yes, yeah, I think I paid a little over 300 for it was an unlocked Google Pixel 4a, so it's not like bound to Verizon or some other network, but yeah, about a little over 3.
yeah, so look, there's a membership there, CalyxOS Privacy Defender. It's 600 for the first year, so you get the phone actually, and you're supporting the open source developers. And then after that, you just pay $10, which is just like a little bit of support towards
That's $10 for a year, so that's literally less than $1 a month. Just FYI. And yeah, and like Chill was saying, so basically everything we just showed you on setting up CalyxOS yourself, I mean, while it's not that hard, if it's too daunting, you don't want to try, you did try it and it didn't work, and you really, really want to be using it, just come here to the calyxinstitute.org, come to memberships, and then you can just buy this $600 membership. They will preload CalyxOS onto a Pixel 4a, ship that to you for $600, and then every year after that, it's just literally less than $1 a month, and you get all that same stuff that I would get by doing that myself.
Right, and you can trust it, because that's the biggest concern. Usually, you have to trust the source where it's being installed, and obviously you can trust the developers. So yeah, if you want to show my picture too.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, that's it. So yeah, that's it for today. Yeah, this is the last bit, the Operation Shut Up and Take My Money. You can purchase it directly pre-installed. You can install it. You can get prepaid SIM with XMR or an encrypted one with your unrealized capital tax gain money.
I want the encrypted SIM. It's just so expensive, but I'll probably use that as a business expense here pretty soon. I like that idea. But yes, all right, well, awesome. That was a big episode here. Again, that was episode number 2 of our series called Private Parts, putting the privacy puzzle together for you. Let us know what you thought down below, and if you had any issues with the Kali install, let us know as well. I'm happy to help you troubleshoot that. That was on Windows. If you're on Linux too, I can help with that. Mac, I'm not as good with, but yeah, hopefully everybody got something good out of that. We really enjoyed making these. Chill, thank you for all of your research and hard work that goes into this. I'm kind of just like the pretty face that shows up and shows how to install it, but Chill really does a lot of the work. So thank you for that, and we will catch you all next time. Sounds good.
And thanks for watching. Bye.
You got it. Bye.